That means that that's how we keep our ancestors alive, is by remembering who we are. So if we attempt to be European, then what are we doing? We're killing our ancestors. That's very, very serious.
Every single black person that you see is a walking miracle. You're looking at a miracle right now, and so am I. Because for each generation of people that had to survive, all the things that they had to survive, that made it possible for us to even be born, we are a miraculous people, each and every one of us. So if I was an ancestor, I would remind that baby first, if they didn't already know, your whole existence is a miracle. You have this unique set of capabilities, mind, physical form, all these things. You have this one life right here. Don't waste it. Don't waste it thinking about what other people are perceiving you to be. Just like really get in here, acknowledge and accept that you are a miraculous human being.
You think your pain is heavy, right? But just imagine the chains your ancestors carried. Just imagine all the issues or all the atrocities they went through, and yet they still walked with their heads high. So why do you doubt yourself? This is to my black people. Why do you doubt yourself? Today's message is one of remembrance, is one of power and awakening, because too many of us have forgotten. Too many of us have forgotten. We have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten who or where we came from. We have forgotten that our bloodline is built on survival, is built on resilience, is built on spiritual genius. So I want you to stick here up to the end, because this message is for you. Your ancestors didn't survive so that you could doubt yourself.
Your entire bloodline is watching you right now, because you're in a position that nobody else in your family or from any previous generation has ever made it to experience. They in the stands cheering for you, because they see you don't have the fear that was programmed in their minds. You don't fear the unknown of what's yet to come. You embrace that shit and understand that you dictate where you're headed. And the beautiful part about this shit is, we've been showing the previous generations, as well as the youth and the generations that have not came yet. We don't fear the 9-to-5 system anymore. We don't fear these structures that have been put in place to keep us in a survival mentality. We understand that we have the potential to create and manifest our own abundance without the need for their tools at all. If you ain't seen my video on the Lionsgate portal yet, make sure you click the link in my bio and go watch that shit, bro. Because it's explaining all of the changes that we're going through. Because the shift is taking place right now. And you got to understand that chosen souls have energetically been preparing for this shit their entire lives.
If you see 333, I need you to understand that your ascended masters, they don't play about you, man. You always got divine protection. You got an ancestor that goes so hard for you, man. I'm feeling this masculine energy. I don't know why I'm feeling grandfather vibes, father vibes, uncle vibes. But I'm telling you something. They don't play about you, sis. They don't play about you, bro. Because you've been doing a lot of things behind the scenes, and your family been going against you, and your ancestors, they're not going for that shit. Not this year. Not this time. You are the generational curse breaker, family. I'm telling you, they don't play about you. They don't play about you. Your grandfather, your father figure, that uncle figure, they in the 5D, and I'm telling you, they are killing a lot of karmic spiritually, man. They are. They telling you don't worry about your life. I'm hearing that. Don't worry about your life. Keep being the best version of yourself. Keep living in love and light. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, you are the generational curse breaker. Yes, you are the chain breaker. Yes, you are the new ancestor I just heard. They pass it on to you. They pass that gift off to you. They pass that inheritance off to you. They pass their spiritual gifts off to you.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's move. Every breath you take today, every breath you take, you inhale today, like, it's a miracle. It's a miracle of resistance. Your very existence is a testimony that they could not erase you. Okay? So when they took Africans from their homeland, when they chained them, when they whipped them, when they forced them to forget their language, they thought the spirit would break. But you know what? The spirit did not break. Our ancestors didn't survive by accident, but they survived by purpose. They didn't just live for themselves. They lived for you. Every lash on their backs was a seed of strength or planted in your soul. Every prayer whispered in secret was a call to your future. Okay? So you are the continuation of the dream they had when they looked at the stars through prison bars and said, you know what? One day my children will be free. And we are the children. So my question to you, how can you doubt yourself when your DNA carries centuries of courage? How? How can you lose confidence when your DNA carries centuries of confidence? How can you not love yourself when your DNA carries a lot of love? How can you hate your brothers and sisters and cousins when your ancestors, God, went through the same thing, so that you and your brothers and your cousins from motherland and your cousins from diaspora, from Southern America, from Caribbean, from America, to have a future of today? You know, back then we had chains, physical chains, but right now we have something we call modern chains, okay? So doubt is the new chain and fear is the new whip. Distraction is the new master, okay? So they don't have to enslave your body anymore, but they just enslave your mind. They have made you question your power. They have made you question your beauty. They have made you question your worth. They have made you believe that success only comes through their system. Success is a white thing. But the system wasn't built for your liberation. The system was built to keep you doubting, to keep you consuming, and to keep you obeying. So every time you tell yourself that I'm not enough, every time you diminish yourself, that's a whisper of colonization still alive in your head. Every time you think that you can't do it, that is the same spirit that told our ancestors they couldn't read, they couldn't vote, and they couldn't rule their own land. But here you are, you can read. Here you are, you can speak. Here you are, you can connect, you can link with your brothers, you can lead, you can create, you can love. So you are the proof that the lie has failed. The lie they created to keep us down, it has failed. And our ancestors didn't survive only through strength, but they survived through spirit. The spiritual dimension of survival. So, when they were taken to foreign lands, they carried the rhythm of Africa in their hearts. They didn't leave that behind. They carried the drums with them, the rhythm, the hymns. You know, the drums may have been silenced, but the heartbeat of the ancestors never stopped beating. So that same heartbeat is in you. And that's why you feel something every time you hear African drums. That's why you feel something every time you hear gospel, every time you hear reggae, every time you hear blues or hip hop, you are feeling something. It's not just music, but it is a memory. It is the voice of the ancestors saying, you know what? Remember who you are as a black man. Remember who you are as a black woman. Remember who you are, oh my black children. They survived because they were spiritually awake, even in chains. And they knew that man can imprison my body, but never my soul. Okay? So today, if you are doubting yourself, listen to me. If you are doubting yourself, it is time to wake up that ancestral flame within you. It is time to wake up and say, no more doubting myself. Now, let's pause a little bit and think about something here. For you to exist, thousands of your ancestors had to survive. They survived plagues, they survived wars, they survived slavery, and they survived colonization, okay? And they had to survive hunger too, they had to survive separation, they had to survive humiliation. So they had to watch loved ones die, but they still find the will to keep living. So you are not a random being. You are chosen by survival itself. You are not a dream fulfilled, but you are a prayer answered. You have to know that, okay? Your grandmother tears became rivers of faith. Your grandfather's fight became the soil of your destiny, okay? They didn't endure pain so that you could scroll through your phone feeling worthless. They didn't endure pain or they didn't fight for freedom so that you could live in fear. They did not die nameless so that you could live hopeless. You owe them belief. You have to believe on yourself as a black person. Believe in yourself. All to my brothers and sisters, my youths, my Gen Zs, believe on yourself. It's only by that. It's only by that we are fulfilling, not prophecies, but we are answering the prayers of our ancestors. Let's be real. The system knows that you are potential. And that's why in tears, when you are in tears, that means you are in fear. They are happy, but they fear your confidence. The most dangerous thing to white supremacy is a confident black mind. Because when a black person believes in themselves, system crumble. When you believe, you start to build. When you build, you become independent. When you become independent, you no longer need their approval. And that's when you are truly free. So they fear that. And that's why every movie, every ad, every headline on the media is designed to make you doubt. They want you to feel powerless so that you won't rise. But the truth is, you are the storm they fear. You are the child of kings and queens. Your skin carries the sun. Your hair defies gravity, and your soul speaks to the divine. Your ancestors didn't survive chains for you to become a slave to self-doubt. No. When you look around the world right now, everything they said that we as black people we couldn't do, we have done it. Okay? They said we could not lead nations, we did. They said we couldn't create, we have created. They said that we couldn't think, but we have invented a number of things. We have invented the world, from the pyramids of Egypt to modern technology, from Timbuktu libraries to Black Wall Street. Our genius is loud and clear, and our genius is internal. Every black inventor, every black leader, every black artist and freedom fighter carried the same message that we are not victims. We are visionaries. So the next time you doubt yourself, remember this. Your people built civilization while others were still learning to survive winters. Okay? You come from architects, you come from mathematics, you come from healers, you come from warriors, you come from the soil where gold was once as common as dust. So I tell you, you are not average. You ain't average. You are the continuation of greatness. When you doubt yourself, that's what they want. It's a plus for them. Every time you say I can't, every time you silence the ancestors who said it is possible, okay? Every time you give up, you pause a dream that was paid off by blood. Okay? So you are not living just for yourself. You have to know that you are living for generations that never got the chance to live their dreams. When you win, you heal them. When you rise, you redeem them. When you love yourself, you free them. So you carry the light. So don't dim it. Don't dim that light because the world taught you to doubt. No, don't do that. Our ancestors did not shed a lot of blood for you to keep shrinking yourself somewhere in the corner. Your grandfather did not fight for you to run away whenever you see them coming. No. We are living in a time when the ancestors are speaking louder than ever right now, because they are calling you to remember who you are. And that's why Black Americans and Africans are connecting, because our ancestors are calling us. If you can't feel it, I don't know why, but I can feel it. So tell me on the comment section, do you feel it? Do you feel the rise of African pride? In the return of Black Americans to Africa, in the spiritual awakening happening across the diaspora, I can feel it. Okay? And this is not a coincidence, okay? This is not a coincidence. It is prophecy. The children of Africa are remembering. The descendants of the enslaved are rising. The doubters are transforming into believers, and believers into builders. Okay? The ancestors didn't survive so that we could chase validation from the systems they hate us. No, they survived so that we could build our own. We could own. Africa is rising again, and Black unity is returning. And the children of our enslaved Africans are coming back to Africa. So the chains of doubt are breaking in every generation. So I want you to do this. Speak life into yourself. Speak life into yourself. I want you to repeat this with me. All my youths who are watching this video and older generation, tell your children this. Repeat this with me. That I am the product of survival. I am the results of divine protection, and I am what my ancestors prayed for. Repeat again. I am the product of survival. I am the results of divine protection, and I am what my ancestors prayed for. Always speak life into yourself daily, because every negative thought you destroy is an ancestral victory. Okay? Every gill you achieve is a historical correction. So stop saying that you are waiting for miracle. No, because you are the miracle. Stop saying you are waiting for the sign. You are the sign yourself. And the universe moves when you remember who you are. And when you move with confidence, generation move with you. So I will hope, if you have watched this video up to the end, I will hope, let this truth echo in your heart. Your ancestors didn't survive whips, famine, war, and captivity so that you could live small. They didn't cross oceans of blood so that you could drown in self-doubt. Okay? You are not just one person. You are the entire history standing upright. So when you walk with confidence, you are not walking alone. You are walking with the millions who came before you. So walk tall, speak proudly, dream loudly, and never forget you are the proof that the fight was not in vain. Believe in yourself the way your ancestors believed in freedom. Build something they can be proud of. Wake up every day and remind yourself that they didn't survive so that you could quit. That remind yourself that you were born to continue what they started. Until next episode, peace out.